Hey, welcome back to Mount Pleasant Farm, and now we got some more farm stuff going on here instead of all that hunting. So hunting season's over, now it's time to get back to this kind of thing. Today we're going to integrate 10 new chicks, these are older pullets, into our flock of 21 back there. Let me show you how we're going to do this. So instead of going to Tractor Supply or Rural King or whomever, we decided to buy 10 pullets from the Amish. Now these birds are about 11 weeks old, so already fully feathered, and I think this is going to be a lot easier and a lot just a much smoother transition. You know, as busy as we are, I don't feel like really dealing with chicks, you know, right now, like little chicks. So we will we got these 10 red sex links, which are basically a Rhode Island red kind of thing, and they're all pullets, which is great. And we'll get these things integrated. I'm going to show you where they're going to go. So we got our interior coop here, which we're not going to use. It's a pretty big coop, and a lot of birds stay in there. We got some extra nesting boxes there. We're going to keep the new birds in this small coop right now. We got the door closed because this small coop goes out straight out into the run. But what I have is I've got a gate that I can put at the end of that, just in front where they see that empty water bottle. So they'll have, it's about a 4x7 run, plus this little coop's pretty big. It's got one bar in there. They will be totally fine in here. They're fully feathered. It's going to work out really well. And that way I can close the gate when I put it in up here, keep them sequestered off from the rest of the flock, but the rest of the flock can see them from this other little run thing over here, and they'll see them through the fence out there, and they'll all be happy. In a couple weeks, we'll just let them out. So right now I'm going to clean out this little tiny coop, put some new bedding in there, and then I'll put that gate up front, and after I rake out that section right there where some of these birds, I'm gonna get this raked out really nice for these new chicks to move in. And I went and bought a couple extra waterers and a feeder, more their size, and I'll hang that in there as well. I'm gonna bring in a little new dirt for the coop. Got some low spots in it. All right, so this is a view of the other side. That's the little coop that these new chickens will be in, and you can see this run it's about 5 feet by about 4 feet, and it's plenty for them. They've been on the Amish pen, so they've been like in a damn milk crate basically for their whole lives. So, and then we're doing a little bit of spring cleaning here as well under this little covered run we have. It's part of the whole big run, but this section is covered because it's part of an old store-bought chicken coop we integrated with everything else. So right now I'm going to take this gate that originally came with that store-bought coop. You can see this gate up against the other fence. I'm going to go ahead and hang that over here. I hang it in place with zip ties because there's no real hinges for it. I can make some metal hinges eventually, but hang that in place there with some zip ties, and that'll keep those guys right in there, and they'll still be right here inside the same run basically with all of our other 21 chickens who are now all excited about this. My God, somebody moved a rake around in here. Let's start hitting stuff. And I also brought in a loader full of dirt from the tractor, the LS tractor over there. And sorry for swinging the camera. And that's what that new black dirt is in both of these areas here, to build them up a little bit for the chicks. And because this one over here was just getting a bunch of holes in it, so got a bucket and brought it in here with a couple of wheelbarrows full and got that all lined up. So I'm gonna get this gate hung. All right, so it's coming together. Got 3.5 gallon waterer and one of our older feeders, smaller feeder, suspended off the ground. They are plenty tall enough to eat and drink out of this stuff, so should be good. Next is really just going to fill these things up, and going to trim off these big zip ties I hung the gate with. You can see me back up here a little bit. I hung that gate with 3 big zip ties, and that ends up working out perfectly because it'll come over here and it ends up sitting right in this crack in the barn, in the seam in the siding, and it just drops in like this, and boom, it can't go anywhere. And that is their little section for those chicks. You can see it's all in by themselves, and that little coop in the backside, as you saw, has a door so we can access them, but I'll have to come in here inside the big run with all these other crazy birds in order to feed and water them, but I can do that every day because we let our chickens out every day to free range. So anyway, next, filling up food and water. and then we'll get them in there. It's gonna be awesome. All right, so we just put them in there from this coop side, and they've already went out into the run. We just took the little crate here and put it up against inside this door here and let them walk right out. They took their time getting out, and now they're out getting in their little run there. We'll go ahead and close this up, and I'll show you a view from the other side. Apparently my rooster thinks something exciting is going on. More girls for him to get on. That's about it. All right, so let's go in here and see how these girls are doing in their new little run and coop. So there they all are. They're already interacting with one of our hens who usually sleeps in there. She's probably like, hey man, that's my spot. So they are all 10 red sex lynx, and all females, checking out their new digs. There's plenty of room. That'll be about 2 weeks. We'll keep them in here so they can meet up with all the adult birds like this girl here, who's already socializing. And we'll keep you all posted. I think it's going to be a pretty good setup for them. We got plenty of food and water, fresh bedding, ladies first chicken door, of course, which is on all 3 of our coop doors. Great piece of equipment. Sorry about the blur there, but anyway, that's the long and short of it. We'll let them out in about 2 weeks. Of course, we'll keep them fed and watered and happy, and I think they'll do just fine in there. If you guys have any questions, please comment below. If you like the content, please like, subscribe, share with your friends, and as always, keep getting after it.